Hey everybody, welcome to the StonedWallJackson Show, brought to y'all by the Stonedwall Network. U.S. average temperature, 16 degrees Fahrenheit, colder than any time last winter. And winter hasn't started yet. If you think it is colder than you remember last year, you're right. Winter hasn't officially started yet. It begins on Wednesday, December 21st, but the numbers tell a cold hard fact. As of 7 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, Sunday, December 18th, the average temperature across the lower 48 states of the U.S. is colder than any time all last winter. As this plot of hourly temperature shows, the average temperature is 16 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees colder than any time last winter. What's worse, the coldest part of the winter is still 6 weeks away. I can't wait for Monday, March 20th, 2017, when spring starts. From the Is Climate Change Responsible department, in a word, no. Here's why. It's reporting bias. As I document here, more people, more cameras, more eyes on the event to make data for storm reports, and until around 1975, multiple Forsyth tornado outbreaks weren't really part of the scientific literature because they hadn't. Guest essay by Eric Worrell, Green Outrage is Growing, that Congress tweeted a link to an article by James Dillingpole, which details how global average land temperature has just crashed by 1 Celsius or 1.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Bernie Sanders slams climate denying House tweet. Bernie Sanders sent a curt response to the climate change denying tweet from the House. Thank y'all for listening to the show tonight and everything. I'm really thankful for y'all who do listen and everything. Make sure y'all follow me on Facebook and everything. I got a page on there, the StonedWallJackson Show, and the name of the page is the Stonedwall Network. Also, make sure y'all go on rebelairforce.com. rebelairforce.com. You can go on there and find all your radio needs and news. You'll find all the stuff you're looking for. Let me see here, find you some more news here. Hope everybody's staying warm tonight and everything. Hopefully everybody's got some food tonight too. You know, there's a lot of people out here, starving and everything. They always talk about these people, overseas starving and everything. But you know what? What they don't really talk about all the time is, it's a lot in our own country, that's starving, don't have nothing to eat. So if there's anybody out there that don't have no food, I pray to God, please bless you with food and everything, and touch y'all's mind, body, and spirit. Hopefully everything gets better. Dozens of Cuban migrants land in Florida Keys, media reports. Dozens of Cuban migrants landed in 3 separate boats in the Florida Keys on Sunday, days after more than 40 others arrived in the same area, local media reported. Under an agreement with Cuba's communist government, the United States can force Cubans who are intercepted between the two nations to return home will go to a third country, though those who land on U.S. soil are usually allowed to stay. The U.S. Coast Guard earlier this year said it was concerned about a possible surge in Cuban migrants eager to flee. The concerns cross over to people's fears that the warming relations between Cuban government and Washington could jeopardize the special status enjoyed by Cubans for decades in gaining refugee status in the United States. In addition, anti-immigration sentiment stirred up by Republican Donald Trump during the U.S. presidential campaign led to concerns he could clamp down on Cubans entering the U.S. legally if won the November 8th election. Now that Trump is president-elect, it remains to be seen how he would handle immigration. All 51 of the migrants who landed on Sunday were turned over to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, WPLG-TV reported. 5 days ago, 41 migrants from Cajamar, east of Havana, landed in the Florida Keys in a single boat, the Miami Herald reported. Got some more news here for y'all. Hollywood legend ZSA Gabor dead at 99. Husband. Actress Zesa Gabor poses on May 12, 1958, in front of her Mercedes car. Let's talk about a picture on here. Los Angeles. Zesa Gabor, the Hungarian-born Hollywood siren, perhaps better known for her prodigious love life than her movie credits, died Sunday after suffering a heart attack. Her husband said she was 99. An emotional Frederick von Anhalt told AFP that Gabor had passed away at home surrounded by friends and family. Everybody was there. She didn't die alone, he told AFP by telephone, choking back sobs. The pair married in 1986, making it her longest marriage. Gabor, who her heyday embodied the film industry's platinum blonde ideal, was a voluptuous former beauty queen with a penchant for lame gowns that accentuated her hourglass curves. Her resume includes a long list of film roles, such hit movies as Moulin Rouge, Lili, and Arrival Dirty Baby. Gabor was well known along with her sisters, fellow stars Eva and Magda, but the actress was at least as famous for her conquest between sheets as her triumphs on the silver screen. Like her famous great-granddaughter by marriage, Paris Hilton, Gabor was among the first celebrities to be famous for her celebrity. Her thick Hungarian accent was much parodied, especially her penchant for calling everyone she met darling, or Darlink, as she pronounced it. I call everyone Darlink, because I can't remember their names. the socialite once said. She wrote in her 1993 autobiography, "One lifetime is not enough," that she lost her virginity at the age of 15 to Kemal Ataturk, the founder of modern Turkey. "For the rest of my life, I would search for another god to eclipse him," Gabor wrote. Her romantic scorecard was a who's who of Hollywood heartthrobs of her day, and her kiss and tell book detailed romances with screen legends Sean Connery and Frank Sinatra. Gabor was known to be picky, however, spurning the advances of John F. Kennedy, Elvis Presley, John Huston, and Henry Fonda, she wrote in her autobiography, 9 marriages. During 9 marriages and a prodigious number of affairs that made her a fixture in America's gossip magazines, she had just one child, a daughter, Francesca, fathered by hotel magnate Conrad Hilton. Her romantic dalliances even include a flirtation with screen legend Greta Garbo. "She kissed me straight on the mouth, and I couldn't help kissing her back because she was so overwhelmingly strong and so beautiful," Gabor wrote. In June 1989, Gabor made headlines when she slapped the face of Beverly Hills police officer for giving her a traffic ticket. She was sentenced to 3 days in jail in order to pay $13,000 in court costs. Bouts of ill health. Gabor, who had been in and out of the hospital since a hip replacement in 2010, had several close brushes with death in recent years. A 2002 car accident left the actress partially paralyzed and wheelchair-bound. She also had a stroke in 2005. One of her legs was partially amputated. In 2011, von Anhalt said he had kept the extent of Gabor's medical problems from her so that she could enjoy the festivities in a typical style. "We had some champagne and caviar. We really celebrated good," he told AFP at the time. "I knew she had to go to the hospital, but I didn't want to tell her anything." I thank y'all for listening to my show. This is the Stonewall Jackson Show, broadcasting to y'all from the Stonewall Network. Hope y'all have a good night. Stay warm. Good night. God bless y'all.